where I've been, what I've been doing. Some of it's a little sad, but we'll keep it pushing anyway. So I have lots of mangoes here. We're going to be eating some mangoes since mangoes are one of my favorite fruit in the whole wide world. And because you can do so much with it, you can eat it with rice, you can eat it in a salad, you can eat it by itself, so much stuff. And I also have some tea that I'll be drinking, and I brought the tea. I didn't bring the tea, I brought some tea, and I'm going to be showing you some of the tea I'm using. Can you see that? Okay, and Bigelow, because Bigelow is one of my favorite teas as well. And also what I put in my tea. So the first thing I want to do is I'm just gonna jump in and start eating. Which mango should I do first? They're all pretty ripe, and I might eat 2 of them. We'll see. I haven't eaten anything today, so if my volume is too loud, just turn it down, and if I am too low, just turn it up. I'm gonna start with this one, and I forgot napkins, so fuck. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so instead of using napkins, I'm gonna use one of my kitchen towels. It says Hello Summer, because summer is one of my favorite seasons. And here in Florida, we don't really have seasons, but anywhere I would go. So if you don't know, I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, which actually do have seasons, and summer and fall were my favorite. So okay, I think we're gonna choose this one. Let's do this one. Okay, and I have my napkin because they can get very, very juicy. Okay, like super juicy. So basically, I just jump right in. It's so good. Oh my god, I love it. I love mango. So I'm gonna tell you all where I've been. I went to the hospital like the beginning of June because I was having these really weird, like they were like really, really weird. I say like my vision was kind of just going out if I was like standing up really quickly or like working out. My vision would kind of go out, and they were accompanied by like headaches. And for the most part, we eat pretty healthy, and I do try to work out, at least 3 times or 4 times a week. So I didn't really know what was going on, but I ended up going to the doctor. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I ended up going to the doctor, and my doctor sent me to my eye doctor. They like checked my vitals, and so they like checked my vitals, and they checked my heart. Like they did EKG on me, and they checked my blood pressure like 6 times. Many times they checked my blood pressure, and my blood pressure normal for me is like 116 over like 68, or 116 over 72, 118, 120. So I knew it wasn't anything dealing with like my heart or whatever, but I ended up going to my eye doctor, and they told me that I had pressure behind my eyes, pressure in my optic nerves. Like I went to the eye doctor August of 2018. And just going to the eye doctor in June 2019, even I could see the difference of the pressure behind my eyes. They took a really close photo of my eyes, and even I could see the difference. So I was really, really nervous because I don't really go to the doctor. For us, it's just always, if it's something bothering you, like you have a stomach ache or you have a cold or something like that, we can always get rid of that with herbs and spices, fasting, different types of remedies that doesn't ever involve the doctor. Like, we don't like going to the doctor. I really don't feel the need for doctors because a lot of the times our bodies can just heal themselves. A lot of people don't know that, but it's definitely the truth. So I knew that this was something that I was not going to be able to heal on my own because I don't know much about my optic nerves and behind my eyes and things like that. So I basically, he sent me to the ER that day. He's like, okay, so there can be one of two things. You could have a mass on your brain. A mass on my brain. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, so juicy. I was hoping that was not what it was. So I could either have a mass on my brain, or I had something called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, which is when the fluid just fills up. The fluid builds up around your spine and it doesn't absorb like most people. We all have fluid around our spine. It helps keep the, like the spinal cord. It just protects the spinal cord. So mine was not basically absorbing like it was supposed to, so I had a buildup of fluid now. I went to the ER and I was very nervous because, like I said, I don't like the doctor at all. And I was supposed to get like a MRI and an MRV with contrast, which is images of my brain and the basically the activity that's going on in my brain. And they would put some I guess it's called contrast into my IV to be able to, it highlights the part like my brain so they can see if anything's wrong. They kept me overnight and I was just freaking out, like, why am I fucking here? I was so nervous. And they ended up letting me know that there was not a mass on my brain or anything like that. Everything looked fine. And I was like, oh my god, yes, thank you. Like, praying to my ancestors and just thanking all of my family members that were like supporting me, because everybody knows I am like the holistic god. So I don't, went to the doctor for me is very, very strange. So I went to the doctor. They did the MRI and MRV, and they ruled out that I had a mass on my brain, and that I had to get a spinal tap, a lumbar puncture, which is they put this little needle into my back, into my vertebrae, and take out the fluid and test it. Let me tell you, I don't like medicine. I don't like pain medicine. I feel like most stuff I'm just gonna tough it out, honestly, because I don't fuck with medicine like that. I would take like Tylenol here and there if I have to. If I'm having like a really bad headache and I can't, even then, like, I just kind of tough it out. It's so juicy. So the doctor's like, they're gonna give me something to make me relax. That way I won't like freak out because it's really painful. And let me tell you, it was crazy. And I'm usually like, I can sit through some pain. Like it's nothing, because I feel like sometimes pain is just a mind thing. If you kind of erase it, you really could. If you think I'm crazy, it's okay. People tell me I'm crazy all the time, but it's all in your head. You can feel the pain, but you can like really take it. I was laying still, like she said I was doing great, but it was just like, it really felt like someone was pushing into my fucking vertebrae. Like it really felt like, oh my god, I can't explain it to you. But they found out that the fluid around my spine was really high. So but that's not even the crazy part. The crazy thing is, when you get a lumbar puncture, okay, when you get a spinal tap, you get these very bad headaches, which is called a lumbar headache. And let me tell you, those headaches are the worst headaches I've ever had in my fucking life. You can feel, like, you know it's coming from your spine. And I was in the back of my head. It felt like someone was stabbing me in the back of my head and just turning the knife like this. The headaches are so bad that you can't move. Like, it was so hard for me to just get up and go to the bathroom. It was so hard for me. It was terrible. So I basically had to lay in bed for 7 whole days. I couldn't shower for like 4 days. It was very, very traumatic, because knowing me, I do a lot of stuff. I'm constantly moving around, just always up. I have like a family to take care of, you know, so staying in bed is not, it's not an option. But I couldn't get up. As soon as I stepped out of bed, it's like my head was pounding so bad. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Like, let me tell you, it was terrible. But I wanted to get better, because we were going out of the country. We were going to Costa Rica, and I did not want to miss my trip, you know. Oh my god. I will get it close to the camera, but I didn't want to spill any on the laptop, so, but I want you to see how juicy it is. It's so juicy. Okay, so that was one of my crazy experiences. They do have me taking like these water pills, which it's supposed to, it's like a fluid retention, which keeps the fluid down. It's basically like a water pill, so the only thing it does is make me like go pee a lot. So I just drink a lot of like water and tea, real fruit juices if I make them, this, and like that's basically it. I don't really drink juice from the store or anything like that. I will have alcohol once in a while. Look at this. I want you all to see the seed. And I'm going to keep it implanted. I don't know if I can right now. I have to see if they are in season. Like, if this is a time where I can plant them. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna have the one because I'm feeling pretty full. Okay, now regarding what I was diagnosed with, I am going to see like a holistic doctor, because a lot of the times I think that doctors really just want to make money with the pharmaceutical companies, so they don't really want to tell people how they can heal naturally. They just want to keep pushing medication, and I'm not one for medication. So right now they are working. I don't have any headaches. I don't see any of like the blurred vision or the blackout vision, which is a good sign. But I know that there is a vegetable or fruit or some type of herb or something that can help what I have without actually taking the medication they're giving me. So that is my quest. If you have any ideas or know anyone, please write it down in the comment box below. So I did go on my trip. It was great. I might put some pictures in here for you all if you'd like, but I did finally tag my Instagram down at the bottom, so you can check my Instagram. It's on my page. So if you want to see, if I don't tag any put any pictures up. So this is my tea. I want you all to see inside of there. Oh, can you see? Nope. Okay, so it is just, I didn't put any sugar. We're trying not to eat any more sugar because sugar is acidic, and anything that is acidic to the body, it's not good. So we're not using sugar. I'm not buying sugar. We're gonna try a life without buying any sugar. We were using like cane sugar, but we're not gonna do that anymore. I was told we can have like agave for my like tea, and like if we're baking and things like that. So I'm gonna do some research about agave. But okay, so this is tea. I used Sleepy Time, which is a caffeine-free Sleepy Time Extra. Promotes relaxation with calming valerian. And I love the little beer that's on the front. And this is a herbal supplement, so I always add another type of tea that is an actual herb on the tea. This one is Bigelow green tea with lemon. It is also decaffeinated and it's healthy antioxidants, all natural. This is the one with the string that you can see, the Bigelow tea. The other one, it's on the inside. The bag is for Sleepy Time, and I added some cloves from Badia. We use a lot of herbs and spices in this house. I'm telling you, I just believe in natural healing, and so far it's been working for me. I don't know where this spinal fluid thing is coming from, but I guarantee you in a year I'm gonna be able to tell you all that I beat it naturally. Okay, so I put cloves in it as well, and I also used some ginger root, which is one of my favorites. I love ginger. Okay. Now, this started off as a really, really big ginger root. It was huge, like this big, and I've used some of it. We've used a lot of it. So I don't think I'm gonna be making another video today, but definitely on Thursday I'm gonna be making a few. I know I want to do like a doctor role play, so we'll see how that goes. And I want to do another like story time for you all. Maybe I'll have some alcohol and spill some tea for y'all. I don't know. We'll see. We got this in Costa Rica. My girlfriend bought this for her brother, her little brother. He wanted a necklace from there, so she got him. Can you see that? Okay. It's kind of weird. It has like a dolphin on it, but it's like a little baby shark tooth. I don't know if you can see that. And then it has the green and yellow and reds colors that I love. Green, red, and yellow are colors that I love. If you don't know, I wear this. These are actually waist beads. They go around like my waist. I had two of them. One I would actually wear around my waist under my clothes, and the other one I'd wear around my ankle. But I gave my brother one, so he wears it like a chain, you know. But it has some crystals on it, but it's like those colors that I love. And a shot glass. Pura vida. Costa Rica. Oh my god. And we did see monkeys. I think I'm gonna add the pictures in here for y'all, okay? Just in case you all don't want to go to my Instagram page. Okay. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for, oh no, that's not it. That's not it. So listen to this. I don't know if that sounds like real money to you. I don't know if that sounds like real money to you, but it is real money. We got in Costa Rica, and they go by colones. And we go by like dollars or coins, but this is one of their coins. It says República de Costa Rica, and this is from 2008. Can you see that? Not really. And on the back it says 10 colones BCCR. And let me tell you, it feels like fake money. You know those little cash registers we would get as kids? This is literally what the coins feel like. So I kept some of them and I gave some of them to my mom, my parents, and we kept some. I'm gonna give one to like my brother, and we'll be going to Chicago. We'll be in Illinois in the beginning of August, and I'll be taking a few of these to give to my brother just so they can see them. So okay, that's all I have for you all today. Oh, excuse me. Thank you so much for joining me. Please, if you have any requests or any questions, comments, whatever, put it in the description box below and I will personally write you back. I hope you all are having a great Tuesday. See you next time.